Kings. Getting back in routine on the 6th house. Hopefully you guys can see good. Well. Okay, so I just I'm gonna burn some incense and say a little prayer. Say a little prayer tonight. Forever. Anyways. Some potato. I made this. Yes. And its functionality is superb for an incense burner. Oh, help me, Lord, deliver the message to the collective that they're supposed to hear. We manifest things like great health, a lot of money, wealth, happiness, true love, genuine family and friends, and happiness and financial freedom, and bad intender return to sender times 10, as God's vengeance has no mercy. And we thank you for the ones that are for us, and we pray for the ones that are against us. Yes, we do. And we thank you for the ones that are for us. Bless them times 20. In your name, dear Jesus, I pray in whatever you pray. Amen. And I usually pull out one of these, which I will probably read later, as I have a cross right behind you too. Anyways. So I was feeling kind of like a clarity read, back in routine. Maybe you went on vacation and you're having a hard time getting back in routine. You know what I mean? That's understandable. I get it. You know, a lot of people get it and can relate. And that's what songwriting is about, relating. And then like storytelling is adding extra words within the verse to make it sound more like it, you know, like you're talking to someone, like a statement, you know, like a sentence. Yeah. So, anyways, let's see what. Dedication, altar. Yes. Altar, dedication. Definitely of stability and fulfillment. Power. You know, cleansing. High priestess. Yep. I feel like she feels like she was cursed, maybe. Yeah, see, cursed. This earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, or a sorcerer. Or try to put a curse on this priestess here. Tell us more about this priestess tarot. Maybe that's why you've been feeling tired. The Three of Swords, just heartbroken. The Four of Coins, being greedy in this Capricorn and just being heartbroken. You know, 3-4 synchronicity, air energy, earth energy, back and forth here. Okay, so that's why. Heartbroken, why? I don't know. Something was said that wasn't true. Now they can't get through. This Capricorn energy. Confirming Capricorn that inevitably you'll be happy with. Keeps coming up, Capricorn. Look, the Ten of Cups, or the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups in Pisces with partnership, home, you know, wish fulfillment, like wishing for this partnership, you know, that they have not experienced yet. This air energy. Okay. And they want to experience that before they... This is Leo energy. Okay, Sagittarius, Aries, optimism, and energy. This person has a lot of energy. Tell us more about the Capricorn. Okay. So, a very being greedy, kind of greedy, but usually generous to the public. That's why you can't trust the media. And this is of independence, being independent. What about this? Independence. Okay. The Three of Wands, needing to make a decision. Needing to make a decision. And soon, you know. This person, Taurus, kind of like in the reverse. You know, wow. Not being too grounded or rational. When it comes to this transformation and new beginnings and hard work that was put in, not being recognized and or done anything about as it's eco-friendly, I feel natural, maybe biodegradable, maybe. And if it is, it should be pushed through immediately. You know, the Chariot, Calvary, you know, yeah. Four of Cups, greedy, being greedy, this Cancer energy, and this Leo energy. Yeah. What was I saying? Okay, this is twin flame soulmates. This is soulmates. Also honest. This is the air sign. And this is also a small investment to this person, which is a Capricorn. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. So maybe he's greedy with his women. Yeah, so, what is this? The Nine of Wands. People that you thought had your back don't have your back no more. they'll be like two-faced to you now too. They won't be like they're not a true friend. You're really going to find out your true friends, you or your person, when things are overloading, you know, when you're overloaded with stuff, and appearing happy to the world, but you're really not. And it's this Empress energy, this Earth energy, Mother Earth, crying out, you know, and we got to do something about it. So, yeah, it's like having a voice, the favor of God, tradition, you know, being passionate about saving the planet, you know, being grounded in a Virgo when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Coins, which is like one of the best cards that you can get. This person that is greedy with their lovers. They might portray something else though. You know, this guarding, this, yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Honest. Could be a Sagittarius. Look, person in the light. Person of the light. This is the Queen of Wands energy. Empress energy. This is of the light. What else do you have? What else? Okay, so the High Priestess, huh? So we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. Okay. And the Empress. So you are definitely gifted. I feel like you resonate more with the fire sign, but you're a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energies. This High Priestess. Look. The Eight of Wands. Things are gonna now start happening fast, for the favor of God is upon you. Yeah, so let's see. It's like you're someone that is wealthy that doesn't have to wait, you know? You get what you want when you want it. This water energy of the Ace of Cups of emotional fulfillment. You see that? Emotional fulfillment. Because of effort. Effort over here. With the 10 of Pentacles. Tell us more about this, Sagittarius. Leo. More Aries, energetic, Sagittarius. Confirming. Okay. Earth energy that's, an air energy that resonates with Earth a lot. Could be like an environmentalist. A change needs to happen when it comes to Mother Earth. A change needs to happen to save her. Okay. Page of Swords. Okay. And we need to instill this into people that are 18 and older. Okay. This King of Wands. Look. In the reverse, this is lies coming into truths. Okay. Just going with the flow with the lies. The thing is, can you remember the lies? You know, how many lies can you remember? Because the truth always prevails. And that's the thing. You don't want to get caught up in that. So it's always good to be honest from the beginning. 8. You know, 8, strength. Leo. Strength of the Leo. Perseverance. God's strength with the Hierophant here. And you going with the flow as well. Look, 4 of Wands. This is marriage. Marriage. Something to celebrate, but I don't think it's going to be celebrated like you think it's going to be celebrated. And I'm speaking specifically to maybe a Libra at this moment. Injustice, and then now truths. Real truths. Okay. With this Ace of Pentacles. This light, person of the light. This always bickering is for the birds. It's like no more. That's a change. That's something in the past. Crying over spilt milk. I feel like that's just something you're going through. Maybe you're middle aged. You know, and you're trying to get away from, you know, all the BS. You don't want any BS. You just want things to go smoothly, always. Power of the Magician. Okay? This means all the cups in the deck are upright. You know? Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this guy can really look back and reflect. Could be a female as a magician. And the Queen of Cups. There's no greater gift than to give your heart fully to somebody else. And that's the truth. And the Queen of Cups. This is also being the Empress. Wow, excuse me. When you were young. You know what I'm saying? Fertility. Fertility. So, yes, this is young Empress. We can rejuvenate young Empress with just loving the planet. We can actually make it happen together if we work together. Look up floating straws on Timeless Messages 1111 and please share it. And it'll show you how to cut the straws so they float to the top and are sucked in and collected by these machines that collect floating plastic. But it's the sinking plastic that's the issue, and the straws are the biggest thing because it's a 10-minute drink. See what I'm saying? So when it comes as passion for this, and the 5 of Wands, fighting for what's right, maybe in the King of Pentacles, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. You know, the King of Pentacles. Yes. Aries, Taurus, Hierophant, Emperor, Empress energy. 4 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Capricorn. Taurus. This could be a father and daughter. Yeah. So we're going from the then to the past as each layer goes up. With the Queen of Coins. Also, perfect. Look at the family was perfect. Honest, like perfect. This air energy of the Ace of Swords. You know what I'm saying? Of being honest and just. Yes, this Pisces energy is seeking the truth to answers you already know. With the Moon energy, Moon child, light person of the light. And then having, you think you don't have many choices, but you have many choices. That's the thing. Excuse me. It's what choice are you going to make is the best for you and your loved ones. And that's the truth. But look at this, like right here. A perfect family. Father, mother, Page of Pentacles. Over the Magician. And the heart of the Queen of Cups. I feel like the auntie is like very giving. Let's see this 8 of Coins. This is paying attention to detail. Maybe making someone laugh. This is Virgo energy. Yeah. So the 8 of Pentacles. Paying attention to detail. This is most important. And I think that's why they raised the Empress to be the best Empress. You know? And it's hereditary. It's in their DNA. And this happiness, these memories when they were young, you know, making the right choices growing up as the Empress. Okay? But she can't do it herself. We all have to work together. In the Knight of Swords, this is being determined. Okay? Determination in making the right choices when you were young. And this is not only but by perspective in the reverse Hangman. This is all by positive perspective, turning the bad into good and keeping it honest and happy, doing your best. Okay. Let's see the 2 of Coins in Capricorn energy. Yeah, very small investment in the beginning, but maybe this person got themselves into something that they didn't realize, you know, because they wanted to be a millionaire. They thought that they think like a millionaire, they'd be a millionaire, you know, and was trying to create financial freedom, obviously by the small investment, which is almost all they had. That turned into, I feel like, this beautiful Empress energy of the Queen of Wands of beauty, as well as a big heart. And beauty is within first and foremost. Well, it should be anyways. Yes, Libra energy, and actually now seeing the truth for what it is. Seeing the truth by detail for what it is. And then you have, this is the King of Swords. Okay, so this man is, you don't go to him with emotion, you go to him with logic. So he's kind of being emotional right now. He's allowing you to talk to him. But usually you talk to him out of logic. Okay. So, yeah, when it comes to this determination. And then we have here the 10 of Cups of emotional fulfillment, because you did the right thing. When it came to what? When it came to what? Yeah, this immature emperor. But he wouldn't be an emperor if he didn't have BDE, right? Okay, be transparent, be translucent. This is like the 8 of Cups. This is walking away from materialism just to find what you need in happiness and true love, and that thing that everybody talks about but never really experienced is worth more than any gold. And the 8 of Cups. Okay, and this unjust. Something was unjust. Something was unbalanced. Okay, when it comes to, what is it? The 4 of Swords. Okay, so this is also confirming honesty because of the Lover's card up here. Okay, in the reverse. Soulmates. Confirming. This is your fortune, that you find this kind of love. A generous love. A generous man. And the 7 of Cups of having many choices too. Many different choices, but making the right avenues, taking the right turns, following your intuition, you know, following your efforts that became passions that became novelties hopefully become more. When it comes to this Seven of Swords, yeah, this is like, people just don't have your back. People don't want to see other people happy, and I don't know why that is. Honestly, I really don't. It's ridiculous. It really is. Get over it. This is Aries energy in reverse, not being too energized, actually procrastinating in the Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, and was I just saying too? Aries energy of the Queen of Wands. She's the most beautiful queen in the deck. I was just saying that. This Libra energy. Of justice. Okay. So let's do 3 reflection cards, actually. Yeah. Queen of Wands and Fortune. Let's see more about this. Soulmates. It's almost like the King and Queen of Pentacles. Soulmates too, with the Ace. The Ace of Coins. The Heart of the Queen of Cups. Raising the Empress, which came out twice. So this is full family. Air energy, water energy. Okay, being a person of the light. Fighting for what's right. It can be overwhelming at times, but it's emotionally fulfilling. There's a lot of haters because people just don't want to see others do good, and I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. But this investment was like the best thing that she could have ever done. Look, creates a partnership, a celebration, with someone very high name and important in the world, with the 9 of Wands, of truths, lies becoming into truths, and truths becoming to truths. Right underneath the Emperor, so mature King of Wands, yet immature Emperor, not ready yet, but is he? With the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Being generous. Very, very generous. Capricorn energy. And walking away from materialistic things, going with the flow. Being determined and happy through perspective. Determined. This is what of the cups? 4 of Cups. Oh, so this is, okay, the 4 of Cups, my bad. This is dreaming. This is being ungrateful for what you have. You're not being very grateful for what you have. Sadly. And you should, because you have a lot. Look at all those toys. You have a lot more than most people. Could be cars, motorcycles, houses, whatever. Something that you have a passion for. You get to do for a living, which is pretty awesome. And the truth, and delicate, as fragile as a beautiful, lucky dragonfly. Yet, it survives all the elements of the outside. That's amazing. Someone brought that, or did I read that somewhere? It came to light. But look, 3, this Capricorn's willing to invest to take the load off. With this Libra. Sagittarius energy. Not getting sleep. Getting sleep. Okay. Better sleep. Yeah. Moon child. Maybe at night. Things happening pretty fast in Sagittarius of optimism. It's like a friend told a friend about somebody. A friend of a friend told a friend of another friend something. Yeah, so these are the truths. Being outspoken, tenacious, high priestess, and that's why you're the high priestess, and that's why you have the favor of God, the Hierophant. Okay, so let's go off that. Fortune. Being kind of, yeah, just tired, things happening quickly. Moonchild. Okay. Slander, because people just can't handle it. They can't handle power, or the fact that you're succeeding and they're not. Because of your decisions, you made better decision. It took dedication to get to where you're at. It takes stability and a stable peace of mind, no matter what situation you're in, for emotional fulfillment, as happiness is what you make it. And I feel like I'm speaking directly to a sorcerer or a high priest or priestess of an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, when it comes to cleansing, you know, is like cleansing your chakras. It starts at the base of your spine and goes all the way to the top of your head. Okay, so cleansing chakras, and then you cleanse your chakras, dusting. You know, if you're not doing tarot, if you're not doing oracle, if you're not scrying, if you're not practicing the craft or casting, then you need to be cleaning, and that just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Initiation. Damn, was that a bitch. Someone went to college. Of the east. Air energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, of the star. And I really feel like you're gonna be a superstar, yeah. Superstar, baby. Superstar, yeah. Superstar, baby. You're gonna be a superstar. Superstar, baby, a superstar. Superstar, maybe. Anyways, you should do that. Yeah, power, knowledge is power. I feel like you've done your homework and you've had your awakening and you're going through it. You're always learning. I feel like you're a teacher that you have a perspective that you're a student, even though you're a teacher. Okay. You're humble. Very humble. That's awesome. What is that? and fertile right now. So if you don't want to have a baby, or you do want to have a baby, this is the time to have a baby. Divine feminine. Okay. Someone of power and security in a little cottage. A simpleton. You know? Just because you have the money doesn't mean you have to invocation this riches. It's like the more you have, the more responsibility anyway. So it's better to be a minimalist or a simpleton if you can, and if you have the power to do so. And that's being innovative. Like, I'd rather make stuff, you know, like ritualistically make stuff. And I personally am an air tower, but so are you. And of the spring, something is happening. Something is happening with inside your soul. And this is of the East. I feel like you live the Midwest or the East. And you're either Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Concealment. Yeah. Air. So you live back east. Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Look, Yuletide. So this is also Earth energies of Virgo, confirming Virgo. Okay, and Capricorn and Taurus energies of having a rebirth in the 8th house, a rebirth and birthing, and with the familiars. I feel like familiars make you comfortable. I feel like this year it's going to snow wherever you're at. Maybe your last name is Yule. You know, maybe that's your favorite holiday. And, you know, just because everybody's just so polite, just think if they could be like that, have the attitude of gratitude all year like that, and try to just be better at yourselves. Fertile again. Okay, when it talks about new beginnings, so be careful. You could have a baby like around February of next year if you're not careful. Anyways, union, getting married, getting freaking married. Where did it go? It dropped. So weird. Someone's getting pregnant if they're not careful. There it is. Union. Okay. Dedication, commitment, initiation. A ring, a huge diamond. Look at that. Things gotta be 4 carats. Ritualistic. Going through the cycles of life. Chalice. Emotional fulfillment, intention. Good. You don't need a rich man, you need a generous and kind one. And that's what Cosmic Wifey says. You gotta check her out. She's pretty awesome. So homecoming, it's like nothing like home. Listen to your ancestors, people. And I'm talking to a divine masculine in this moment. You know, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, also Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, because it came in the reverse. Also Capricorn. Okay, Taurus, Virgo. Alright, when it comes to prosperity, listen to your elders and your intuition. You know, contain your emotions. Learn to contain them. Sky, or scry. I'm sorry, I said sky, huh? Scry a lot, you know? Scry. Scry is when you look at any image for a long time. It could be like a blob. And then you like can make something out of it. maybe tell the future from it. Depends on what level of awakening you're at. So scrying is something that even, detectives use. I know because when I was young, they would give me scry, like have me scry. Literally, give me blotches of inked paper cards and tell me what do you see in them. Oh, a giraffe. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So they're scrying. Like, it's a practice. And a clearance to do so. Alchemy, the Wiccan rite, a religion, even though people don't like it and they think it's bad, it's not true. It's not bad. And you need to keep a journal. Okay, so this is so crazy because honestly, this says the Book of Shadows, secrets, right? But look, my Book of Shadows, so to speak, is not a Book of Shadows. I renamed it the Book of Casting and of Light. So this is what my Book of Shadows look like. And you could get one at the 99-cent store. Really, and you could write anything in there. Casting, you could write crafts, you could write recipes, you can write songs, you could write anything of secrets in your Book of Shadows. I'm working on a new rune. So, yeah, it's just, that's what a Book of Shadows is. So don't be scared of a Book of Shadows. People get it all twisted, and you can't listen to everything you hear. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my Book of Light. And I've made my own marinade. So yeah, and this clearance. So, and then incubation. So someone is pregnant, and that's the truth. There was no boundaries. You're already pregnant. Yeah, and you have the power to keep it. And you're going to keep it. It's going to be an earth baby. And I feel like I'm speaking to a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. That's very in tune with their sacral confident side. Yes, their baby's going to be an earth energy. Which is cool. Earth energies are awesome. Let's see. And this again is the Witch's Wisdom. I love this deck. Let me show you the authors, their celebrity. This is like the big thing in tarot world. Their celebrity readers. Celebrity tarot artists. Okay. So, let me just tell you. This right here. Okay. You gotta get Barbara. I can't even pronounce her last name, but it starts with the M. Flavia Kate Peters and Richard Crooks. Okay. And their celebrity tarot. They have several books out, which I would love to read. And they created this beautiful, beautiful deck. And thank you so much for the gifts. I think you're the one who sent me this one. No, it was Ken. You bought me this deck, huh? You're the one who bought me this deck. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ken Yule, for buying me this deck. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's just a name. It could be anybody, really. Fertility, someone's incubating. I kept getting 12 weeks, but I think it's like 8. More like 8. A foundation. Need a bigger house now. Yes. Prosperity. Now you gotta do overtime. And your wife's not gonna like that. But it's gonna fulfill the bills. Lady Goddess. Yeah. Lady Goddess is not gonna like that, the feminine. But if she has her guardian with her, and she could practice her crafts and do her crafts and stuff, I think there'll be, it'll be cool. She'll be cool. So let's keep that in mind too. But let me see here, because I picked this up. And this is all favored by God and the High Priestess. God and the High Priestess. Really, it's the Magician that's one, but Hierophant should be one in the major arcana. But yeah, people slandering your name. Yeah, because they're so fucking jealous of the favor that you have. An X. This Sagittarius of things happening fast for this lady goddess. Okay, and this Wheel of Fortune, look at this. Because of truth, because of voice, because air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a star, a true star. I think because they can make money off of them too. Honestly. That's how it works. Like, they're like lenders almost, you guys. So be careful. Tell us more about this. Hold on. Let's shuffle a little better. Man. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Let's see, pick a card for me. Yeah. This is a collective reading, but at the end I will be picking cards. 3 cards and then the reflection card. And then we'll be doing a pendulum read. Look, dependence. You're dependent on something, but you'll be independent again. You're down and people think that you won't get back up, but you were the High Priestess, not for no reason. You're going to get back up. You will get back up. Yes. Through this partnership, this water going with the flow, King of Cups energy. Okay. Yeah, there's A-frame house, this passion for designing and making but no matter what, this person that slanders you're protected because you're a child of God by your enemies, by your which is weird, by the favor of the universe, favor of God, this lady goddess, yeah, you are protected. And if someone's not hating, then you're not doing something right anyways. Right? Virgo energy as well. This is Libra, Virgo energy as well. When it comes to the Queen of Cups, not feeling so giving. You've got to give your whole heart if you want to make it work with this High Priestess. That doesn't see herself really as a superstar or a High Priestess. She acts more like a Queen of Swords or acts more like the Queen of Cups. Like she acts like she's really, really cool. So when it comes to this 9 of Wands, people having your back and her back, inevitably she'll build a good enough name. People will have her back. Okay? And an understanding when it comes to this. 7 of Swords. They're not going to get away with shit. They're trying to. Maybe with bad magic and bad intent. Obviously. Through the slander. But, you're persevering over this. And the 10 of Cups. Their 10 of Cups is like, they're living off daily strength, and it's like, yeah, live in the moment, but you're in perseverance of Leo. You roar, you just don't meow. Okay, Leo could be your rising or moon, or you could be a Leo, a feminine Leo. And the Ten of Cups here, confirmation. And yes, and being emotionally fulfilled and just so happy, and just your joy brings so much joy to everybody else. I feel like you're this type of person. Aquarius, star energy, this person that's passionate, that goes with the flow, wants to be, that maybe has been approached by a Libra, air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, a star, to collaborate with. That's what I feel. There's an immature emperor, which is a mature king of wands. So maybe he's not ready to be the emperor yet, but whether he's ready or not, he's going to be an emperor. Ready or not. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Sagittarius and people backing him. Yeah. So, and having the dinero. Could be a Leo. It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And this is someone that is appreciating for what they have in Scorpio. Energy. Yeah. They're not crying over spilt milk. They have gone on and gone on. And you're sitting there crying in spilt milk. And this is like, I'm just stagnant. You know, this is being grateful. Being very grateful for even being friends or knowing this person. I just feel like you're having a bad time absorbing everything. And you have to realize it's your own decisions. You're the only one that could do anything about loving yourself to love others. You know, and believing that bosses have bosses. And you know what boss means backwards? Double S-O-B backwards. Remember that. When it comes to this determination, procrastinating this termination because you have an optimistic perspective. Like, you know that no matter what, it's going to be in favor for us, as we have favor of the universe. Okay? So this is being grateful in your third card. This is being procrastinating but determined. And in the 6th house of housework and ethics and stuff like that, and routine. And then the Hangman right here is showing a pessimistic point of view. So this could be like Cancer energy of the Chariot of royalty not being noticed as royalty. So yeah, water energy, confirming the water energy. Okay, so let's see. Sun, happiness. Happiness. Reflect on the happiness. And the fact this person would walk away from materialistic things just to be with you and have a chance with you. That's pretty amazing. Bless that. In the favor of God. This gladiator, like Aries, Sagittarius, optimism, freaking Leo's determination, hard work, ethic, and skill. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Just from a simple investment, from what used to be a dancer, that led to this Capricorn energy of hard work. Yes. Like all this work and projects that you put in, a legacy you wanted to leave behind. And the 10 of Cups of emotional fulfillment, you're going to be able to see that because of this Capricorn. Look, confirming Capricorn. And this Capricorn being generous and of the light. Yes. And of the light. The Chariot Royal. Cancer energy. Pisces. And Scorpio. of the star. What was I saying about the star? You think the universe forgave up on you? No, it didn't. It didn't forgive up on you. You gave up on it. Aquarius energy of the star. I feel this is a masculine star because it came in the reverse. So a masculine, definitely. This Capricorn here. Definitely this Capricorn. Sorry. This generous Capricorn. Pretty crazy. Been through a lot to be a star, man, and have emotional fulfillment. Is how you're gonna get that is through lessons learned. And the end result here, anyways, is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so for this lady goddess and her familiars, her cat and her dogs, I think, and her loved ones, if they see fit. So really, you know, by doing their best with what they had and not crying over spilled milk, but realizing happiness is at her fingertips from their perspective of seeing both sides of the spectrum, maybe staying for a reason sometimes, you know, but it's like these truths. This person has no friends, really. It's like you find out your real friends in the end. This Aquarius energy is close with this Capricorn. Weird, huh? Anyways, then over here, your reflection card is of the Sun, which is of happiness, with the favor of God, fully rely on God. And then this Capricorn having no problem walking away from materialistic things. Yeah, no problem getting away. This Capricorn, through their perspective, whether bad or good, for this emotional fulfillment and yeah, reciprocated love of going with the flow in partnership with this independent set mind woman. Yes, this is they've met before. This is the person who earns that, the true star. Okay, so pretty amazing. Really cool deck. For this familiar, this feminine lady goddess is going to get her familiars, 2 black cats, within the next day or 2, I think, or a week maybe, week or 2. Any good names for black cats, please shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jesus, and I love you too. Please don't mention your religious beliefs because we're worldwide. Thank you, appreciate it. Be good to each other. Yeah, I picked a card for you, and it was happiness, the Sun card. Yeah. For Anna Van. Thank you for the subscriptions. I love you guys. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being my best fans ever. Dubai, how's Dubai? late right now. I bet. Have a blessed day. Spreading kindness in every way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Samara. Yeah. Or is that samurai? Or samurai or samurai? Is that a lady? I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much. I do appreciate that too. We're an hour and 25 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 on the timer. Yes, we are. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing great. I appreciate. The Hateful Eight. Have you seen that movie? That was a good movie, man. With Samuel L. Jackson. Oh my gosh. Great movie. Great movie. Crazy, crazy. Hazy, hazy. Lazy, lazy. Crazy, crazy. Hazy, hazy. Lazy, lazy. Yes, you guys. So, and then as soon as I reach over 1,000 and we can start the superstars community, okay, because there's a superstar in every one of us, then I'll be able to do more of a smaller readings so that we can hone in on your specific energy, and maybe even private readings. I'm thinking maybe for a select few if you're really cool. But here we go again. I think this, yeah, it's about to pay off for you. You know what I'm saying? This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius too. It could be both. Yeah. Friends, magic and manifestation. Being silent. You know. Definitely air energy of the East. Right here. I feel like it's air on air energy. Let's see what else you have for us. Yes. It's almost like this, yeah, the Aries energy of Mars. Energetic, passionate, aggression, or just irritation, I should say. Just having a lot of energy, and maybe being creative. Use that in a creative way. What rules Venus and Taurus and Libra, being balanced and doing the right thing when no one's looking, and being grounded and really optimistic, and finding self-discipline. And the fourth planet of Saturn, see that rules Capricorn in work, a lot of work. Okay. Yes, green being their color, sensation being their feel. Saturn being their planet, so in the King of Cups, so the other one would be Capricorn energy too, or Earth of a winter Earth signs, the touch, delicate to females, close to their mother, maybe a sister or cousins or something like that. This Earth sign that rules Saturn, Capricorn. Yes, very disciplined, structured, setting boundaries, very serious, and push comes to be their best, and everything. So that's what I'm getting from that too, collective. Happily ever after. Do I need to say anymore? Happily ever after right here. This is crazy. It's like you already have this happily ever after, this thing that you manifested. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This passion. Passionate about something. And spiritual. Very intuitive. And I think if you look more closely within yourself, you'll see your honest eyes. But really, that would be in vain. So I don't even look directly in my eyes, to tell you the truth. But chemistry, this spark, this attraction. But I can look in other people's eyes, you know. And if they can't look in your eyes, there's something wrong. This magnetic pull, this chemistry. Maybe you both are into chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Look, luck is on your side. You could be Irish. Some good news is going to happen for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But right now, there's this sadness and this guilt of taking a gamble on a business that failed. Crazy, huh? I know. So like, subscribe, and share. Help me be there. 1,000 subscribers I need, and 1 million views, you see, to make a name and to be good and to make a difference in the hood. So here we go. Let's do this show and be a part of the superstars, yo. Look closely within you. I want to kiss you is what your person is saying. And this new love. Look at this. They cherish you. This chemistry. This masculine energy, feminine. What was I telling you? Yes. This person, the light sneaking around, secret love. This affair. Oh no. Oh no, affairs are not good. You cannot have an affair. You have to be honest. For real. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. That's not cool. Anyways, you're like peanut butter to jelly, so it should all work out for you. Like, seriously. It's a karmic cycle. You're done with your lesson. It's closure now. Your karmic cycle is done and over with now. You don't have to ever worry about that again. This is your clarity, your change of perspective. Okay, through the Hangman reverse. And knowing your worth. You know your worth. Okay? You are not fake. You know, or maybe you're an illusionist in some way. Maybe you do hair. Maybe you're a magician. Maybe you're an architect. Maybe you move mountains, you know, and build homes. But you know your worth. Anything else from my collective? The Ice Queen, so don't back down. The Ice Queen, cold. The Ice Queen. That's crazy. Cold as ice. Cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice. Yeah, so, this is like, cold as ice is like, wow. I don't know. I'm just getting, man, you really hurt this person. You really, really, like, left scars for this person, dude. Yeah, like denial, mind games, emotional control. I mean, come on, so many questions. Where did they stand? What do they do? This insecurity of loss and comparison and being compared to, let that be a clarity that your karmic cycle is over. Your career shift, your work change, calling, yeah, you're not going to be working. Okay? You're going to have to go with the flow. Definitely go with the flow. A new arrival, I feel a black cat energy, like 2 little black kitties. I feel 2 little black kitties. Oh my gosh, a ring. This is what I'm getting, a new beginning through a ring in spring. Maybe is the time you're going to take them to somewhere special and then do it like that. You know, yeah. Congratulations, collective. Yes, don't be confused. Don't be confused. People hate. They don't appreciate. 3s are crowd and you know it. I feel like this person has had open relationships, but you're a vanilla relationship. And this person is willing to be vanilla for you. So that's something to celebrate. There's self-care and healing in their first house. And this 11th of reflection and this new beginning. So don't worry, don't hate, appreciate. Everything's going to be crazy. 11, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the timer. And planning, working on it. That's crazy. Yeah, a teacher and a student. A lesson learned, lessons learned, learning from mistakes. That's great. You know, some things take time, you know. When it comes to planning the right things. And for this feminine energy, look at this feminine energy. Blocks, obstacles that she's went through. This justice, look, this Libra, this feminine energy, this legal matters, these decisions, these good decisions that she made, no matter what, do the right thing, no matter what. And I'm always a person myself to even, I feel like you are too, to address this white elephant. In this case, the gray elephant. Attaching obsessions and holding on to what is. So let go of what you can't change and just change the things you can through synchronicities and signs. You should see through divine clues, even pray. You know, pray. Messages, symbols, synchronicities. I believe you see this, but you're ignoring it. You know, this purpose, this path, this awakening, which is your soul mission, is to be a teacher, I believe. If you're not a teacher already. Yeah, in grief and shock, emotional pain, maybe kind of heartbroken in the moment over what? No, in the past. Some kind of secrecy or lies or deception. Yeah, dreaming big. Maybe you're lied to about something. And now you relocated, and it's like closures. Like you changed up and rooted your life to this place, and it's like to go back. Confirmation. Okay, so it's like changes are ahead. That's the 3 things we can depend on. You know what I mean? And changes is one of them. Celebrating this. Okay, again, feminine energy. So don't hold back. Speak what is on your mind, as I'm here and there. So someone is feeling remorse and guilt and regret. You know, eyes, mesmerizing, something about your eyes. But how this person wanted to manipulate, obsess, and take control. You know, and now they want to say sorry because of an addiction. Distance travel, adventuristic. This person just wouldn't come up with this other person, this feminine. This masculine just wanted to bring her down. And that's basically 15 days. Maybe you're 51. Yeah, 15 weeks. Let's see, 30, 45 days. I feel more so. I'm dating, maybe. So releasing and look and don't look back when you start dating. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Not worth it, collective. So how's everybody doing over here? Oh my god. All these cards I'm pulling is your energy I'm feeling, you guys. So take what resonates. And you'll know this message is very specific, so you know if it's your message or not. And leave what doesn't resonate for the next collective. That's how that works. That's how I'm doing this, is through your energies on here. So understand and believe that. Again, winter, cold, frozen out, cold, you know, in the cold, just, this person is being cold. It's like, why even waste your time with someone that's going to be cold to you? And just mean, like, straight up just mean. There's no reason for that. None at all. So it's like, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Galatians 6:9 could be easy to talk to, could be a Cancer, and also could be or a Pisces, and or very hardworking, a CTO, a boss, one of those guys. Okay, yeah. So look for signs and synchronicities, and don't ignore them. Don't be like, that cannot happen. No, it could happen, because luck is on your side. Okay, and it's about to pay off for you. Okay, Foxy. Wishes coming true. Look, wishes coming true. 10 of Pentacles. Wishes coming true. That's beautiful. So you have nothing to worry about. Passions, desires, fantasies, payoffs, you know, like paying stuff off, and or maybe getting something going, and you know, stuff like that. So many questions, so many answers. It's just a wonderful thing. It really is. So thank you for that one. Let's see, we are at 1:18:43, and what is today? Sunday, yes. So let's see, happily ever after at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, it was meant to be, whatever is. Okay, happily ever after for each and every one of you asked to pull a card. I'm telling you, these energies, your energies are great. They're really superb, spectacular. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your money a little bit. Okay, and making mindful decisions about it. Money oracle moves. Okay, money thinking. Lover. A lover? What? Tread highly on sweet paths. Well, you know, it's true. It's like you do spend your money where your heart is. A man spends his money where his heart is, and that's the truth. And you have to wait for that special guy. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the truth. You know, it is what it is. So, let's see what else. Yeah, through Lover. Through this song, I feel like you sing and you're a singer and you have these, you know, you deliver what you promise because you listen, you know, you have a dream, like deciphering your dreams, a guild reality. You try to make a dream a reality, a couple of them, you know, and I feel like they didn't work. They just didn't work. I feel like one is in limbo and one didn't work. Because you try to do it by yourself, perhaps. I don't know. Or your elder of truth kind of just, I don't know, went back to France. I don't know. No idea. Yeah, but you're brave. You're a brave woman. So, and a moment and to inspire others. A guiding star, your truths bring you clarity. Okay, this is again clarity and insight. Okay, handling with empathy and avoiding hasty situations because each moment is a gift, and so why make life harder than it already is? You know what I'm saying? And that's the song of living in this self-display connection and expanding all these different kind of networks. Honestly, like, so what is tomorrow? Tomorrow, Monday night. Just trying to think. I might not do it like tomorrow night. Monday night. I might take that night. I don't know yet. It just depends on whether what I'm channeling and what message you're coming through. For whoever needs to hear it. It's not like it's my curse is your gift. So just know that. Okay? Anything else for the collective? Chakra reboot. I feel like you need to go take a shower, get a chakra boot. Sit in the jacuzzi for a while before you do that and just relax your muscles and reconnect with the power of nature. You know, just breathe and just enjoy. You know? Yeah. And forget about work for a minute. You know? It'll bring old truths, bring new clarity. So remember that. When it comes to your intuition and light of logic, the light of logic, and confusion and facing different things like a serpent's whisper, listening, but cautiously trusting, like not really trusting. You know, stay composed, hide your tells, have your poker face on. Don't let your poker face show at all at the table. Win this motherfucking game. Do not be like these damn serpents who shed their skins to even get bigger. Be like the light of logic that leads to confusion that fades. You know, the light of logic. And funny how they use the cat there. But really, it's like illuminates different paths traveled. So it's really deals with logic of navigating complexities. And this is the type of person you need in your life, inside. You see what I'm saying? With the universe is with them. I am the universe, and the universe is me. I am love, and love is me. Okay? So just remember that. Clarify your core beliefs. And once you do that, your money will start flowing. Quality first, and then money. Money will flow like over, your cup will overflow within the Ace of Cups. You know what I'm saying? It'll overflow. You just have to quality first, and then quantity. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Honestly. Wow, it's another slow night. It's been like a slow week, so what's going on besides Easter? I wonder where everybody's at. Hi, thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share. Please help me get the word out there. I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. Hi, I'm Jessica. I will be your Oracle Tarot reader for a minute, and thank you so much for joining the channel. Please push the all button so you don't miss a post or a live through the day, and or help me reach 1,000 so we can join the superstars community. Okay, and you can join and sign up to be a superstar with me through this quantum leap. Yes, computers. Fortune favors the brave. I feel like you can connect and expand networks faster through computers, you know, through bridges to success. Something that would have taken 60 years is now taking 30 years, which is still a long time through this quantum leap. To be honest with you, to reach even the next level, it's like you're not even reaching the next level yet. And this interconnection in this party of following your intuition and then listening to your heart and not just your music. Okay. Digital escape, no way. All right. So, kitty. Nothing furry about that chakra, geez. But anyways, this clings to their fur. This, innocence. Look, they're innocent. Spirit shields you for misfortune, draws them near. Kitty gatos. Yes, and I'm getting dos, negro gatos. En 2 días. Felicidades. I'm so happy. Okay. Yeah. So be smarter than your phone, and maybe turn your phone off like certain hours of the night, or don't use it for a full week. Just don't use it at all. You know what I'm saying? Just use it for emergencies. Like, stay away from social media. I think that's getting too much of your time and attention, and you deserve so much better than that. To be truly freaking honest with you, you deserve so much freaking better than that. And your digital escape here, okay? Switching your zones. This is how you're gonna listen to your intuition, okay? And that's gonna lead you to this freedom of independence. You know, not relying on others, but being independent and controlling your own sense of security. Okay? And you're charmed, and you have your familiars, and at a moment's notice, I mean, see you swiftly, stay alert, fortune rides. I mean, it's a slipstream. Position yourself to plunge into the path, but you do anyways, because that's just the way you are. Through this wisdom of even like a Rubik's cube, and then understanding the whole process of how this was made, how it was, and all the legalities. Truth at a turn, you know, an unveiling again, a marriage. I really feel a marriage. Someone's gonna be unveiled. Someone's gonna unveil someone. Someone that wants to be a companion but doesn't treat their other person like a true companion anyway, or an equal. No challenges is too great, but find your battle companion and choose your battles wisely. Okay, please, collective. We don't need any BS. Okay. Your name could be Artie. Let's see what else. Anything else for the collective in the future? And what it holds. A lot of familiars, which is good at the cat, even in the light of the logic. Logic leads, confusion fades. Okay, so knowledge is power. It's like the more you travel the right way, or the more you practice the right way, the less the wrong way you will do it. And so you want to train your mind to do that. I trust this logic and navigate it, and then when someone compliments you, say thank you. Don't just say, say thank you. This reflecting, you're not reflecting the 11th house. By digging deeper and discovering your hidden self, you're not reflecting enough. You need to be in the 11th house, reflecting contours of your dreams, being something that you're not yet, but that your destiny is, that you know that you're gonna be, that you could see, maybe have a premonition of, and have a choice of being. Maybe if you have this opportunity, you would take it. But it's not given that you're gonna get this opportunity, these contours of logic through the 11th house of reflection. Because, you already in your 30s. Yeah, be careful. Gemini, two-faced. I feel this, guard vulnerability wisely. Like, and this person will manipulate and take advantage of your vulnerability. And so you cannot show any vulnerability. This is forbidden. They're forbidden formula. Okay. Basically maintaining ethics, unconventional solutions that are applied discreetly. This hidden formula. I feel like chemists, like you're the only one who knows your solution to your products, and that's just the way it is. And so you're a formulation maybe, or a different kind of chemist. Maybe you're a biochem or something, but this fairness flows through unseen. Maybe you're water energy, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio when it comes to being this chemist or scientist. Yeah, fairness. Yeah, so you're all about action and integrity and harnessing your power because of what you do for a living in this logic. And not just that. If you had any doubt, seek the truth. Rely on verified sources, or even evidence, or no evidence if you have it, or no, like when the spotlight finds you, respond with unwavering authenticity and let your true self shine and chase this glow. Remember, you're the star. What was I saying? You're a freaking superstar, man. You're the superstar. That's what you fucking are. I'm telling you right now. Okay? What are the odds? But what are the ends? Control your play. This shit is not a game. For real. It's like a Lux leash. It's like wisdom and knowing your limits. And then choosing wisely also. Scrying, I think you do a lot of reflecting, brings clarity. So yeah, again, superstar. You are a freaking superstar. Someone is going to be a superstar out here. I guarantee it. Yeah, it's like you've been through a lot of shit, I guess. But you need the money. It's like, alright, fortune favors the brave. Let's do this shit then. Tired of living poor? You have a gift? Alright. Bingo. So anyways, yes. And hopefully you don't forget me when you make it big, or I make it big, or whatever. Hopefully I make it so freaking big that my predicting these pages, these beacons, okay, encountering and rating, foretelling, okay, in your personal relations and mine, you know, pretty much that my mother sees me. I really pray that she sees me successful and she knows that she's fucking wrong. Wrong about me. Wrong about me. And this is going to be the elder of truth and a celebration for me of my legacy, personally. This is my draw. And then my reflection card is that I need to relax more and take a trip, maybe renew my, you know, essence. Maybe get some more incense or something, or write a new song. But listen wisely. To lead, you must learn to follow. Anyways. Yes, collective. We'll do some angel cards real quick. Maybe some charms. Hi, everyone. Hi, J Rose. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. How's your guys' day been going? Good? Like, really good? Yeah, just another day in the neighborhood. Yep. I feel ya. Be strong. Let's get along. Singing a song. Just getting along. Alright, so savings. I think we all need to save. Yeah, it's hard to save for the future now. It's like anybody that can own a house literally is like lucky as to own their own house, to say they own their own house. Like, that shit, that is lucky as hell right there. You know? Wow. That is so lucky. So answer 3 and yes and no questions. Like, I'm gonna do yes and no right now. So basically 3 yes and no questions collective. Ready? I couldn't get that song out of my head either. You're a superstar. That's good. Because Madonna's been telling me that since I was like little girl. So she got me through so much stuff. But anyways, that and my grandma and my grandparents. But anyways, here we go. First question, collective. Yes or no? Yes. Brilliant idea. Clear path. Bright future ahead. Yes, my friend. Yes. Yes on your second. A hot opportunity fired up. Burning desires fulfilled. Third question, collective. Yes or no? Here we go. No. Images distorted. Trust is obscured. Something happened. That someone is not trustworthy. Follow your intuition. It's like you have to have evidence. Okay, so follow your intuition and go off that. Okay, collective. I'm sorry. Your first 2 was yes, and your last one was no. Yeah. I believe in preventative measure, personally. But anyways. It is what it is. And so, to everyone, there is a season and a time, and every purpose is under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1 of communications and leadership. You could be a singer, you could be a newscaster, a new broadcaster, someone who travels, someone that writes articles or something like that. That's what I'm feeling. A season for everything. It's like purpose, you know, having this purpose. To everything there is a season, and just remember that, collective. Remember, don't forget it either. Well, I'm glad y'all are doing good. That's great. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Please share. That way the word gets out there and I can help more people. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for my first subscriber to my very last even viewer, or keep my new viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Jessica Alisa, also known as Jessica McDaniel. And if you follow me on Facebook at Jessica Alisa, Alisa McDaniel, common spelling, one word. On Facebook, you'll be able to see this live before YouTube uploads it fully. So, yeah. And I try to do these every day. I try to do like a simple daytime one, and then of course evening time. And sometimes I go into early morning because I can't sleep. And I have a lot of East Coast an East Coast following, so that's good too. So if you're ever up late at night on the West Coast, come watch us here and be a part of this, of the superstars, because that's what we are. You know it. Okay, so let's see what the ancestors have to say on this. Druid, hold space. Being the hermit of Virgo. Protection, dropping your shields. Great teacher, learn spiritual experiences. Spirit fox, trust the talents in your changings, in your times. Maybe you practice medicine and you're open to a healing information. Connecting to your emotions, definitely going with the flow, the flux of things. Finding your inner song. Someone of God maybe have taught you this passion that you have for this talent that you abstain. Okay, so that's what we have for your ancestors. Crazy, huh? Crazy, crazy. Life is interesting. Living is interesting. Yes, Sky Father. Padre Diva. So it's like, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you donate, thank you so much. It'll go for a good cause. Any amount helps, and it's not required. But I would appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for just subscribing, liking, and sharing. Just help me get to 1,000 because it's really difficult. You know, this whole process, it's been like I have over 3 years of content crammed into like 14 months. How? I don't know. I've just been so tired, and it's just like this thing, it's just got to take off. It's just got to do good and help me get this edible straw thing out there, because really that's the legacy of making edible straws mandatory, is very important to me. So and we can reverse the effects and the damages that we catastrophically caused if we all work together and come to the conclusion that edible straws are the way. And there's a tutorial on this channel, Timeless Messages 1111, of how to dispose the plastic straws before, how to cut them before. That's why I don't use straws. You throw them in the trash. So you don't even have to recycle them. You just have to cut them a special way and then throw them in the trash. How hard is that? And then you can make a difference, and it doesn't cost a thing, but maybe a minute or two. A career guidance? Sure, I can pick a card for you in career guidance. So in your career guidance, I'll do your oracle and I'll do a tarot. New beginnings. Look, seek new exits. Behind every closed door, a new beginning awaits. I feel like you're starting a new job. Or you want to, or this. Yeah, you're definitely going to be starting a new job. High Priestess. Yes. As a person in power. You're not in power right now, but you have the skills of the High Priestess. So yes, your new job is going to consist of being a boss. A boss. Yes. A person of power. Okay. 1995. PIKU. Hi. How you doing? Hopefully you got that. Hi, Tanda. Oops. How you guys doing? Well, I'm glad you all are doing good. Did you have any like personal questions that you wanted me to answer with the pendulum? I think I'm gonna do 3 questions after my charms, probably. Maybe 3 questions. And then with the pendulum, and then basically divinely, you know, you'll know if it's your question, your message. You'll feel it. You'll feel it, you know. It just is what it is and how it is. So, and I always do this, like, if you're new, I kind of let you guys scry through this ball I have. So it's like a multicolored ball that flashes and stuff. So if you're epileptic, don't watch it. Epileptic, don't watch it. But scry through this ball that I have for a minute. I gotta go in the other room real quick. And I'll be back. And we'll do your universal wisdom cards. Okay? Right here. Peace. Yes. Thank you, Divine, for blessing this message. Help me deliver to collective which they need to hear. Bad intent to return to sender. We thank you for the ones that are for us. And we pray for the ones that are against us. For your vengeance have no mercy as we manifest things of lots of money, good wealth, health, friendships, love, happiness. Friendships, family, manifesting financial freedom and no stress. Not worried about money anyways. Tired of worried about money like everyone else. Thank you in your name, Lord Jesus. Whenever you pray, amen. It's acceptable here, you're accepted here. So, here, sky for me, scry. So, sky. Scry for me, okay? For a minute, and I'll be right back. They've red icy packets. I don't know. But I put it there. I don't. I really don't know.
do it the longer, dude. You're the best. I never tell you how much I appreciate you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Did you guys scry? All right. So, pretty much, yes, peace, peace, and gratitude, and compassion. Look at this. Someone's noticing. Yeah. Finding your inner peace, the moments of stillness, this gratitude and being grateful for each moment and every second, and this compassion and warmth and empath, a sentient, and discovering what you like for once. I feel like you've been in service for everyone else for years, and now you're just discovering what you like. And so that's great, as you should, collective. Creating growth through the first house of self-love and trust. Through what? Communication. This awakening through this self-love and communication. Maybe you're talking to people that you never thought you could talk to, you know, and it's creating discovery and bravery and whatever. Maybe they're approaching you and you don't even know what to say. It's like, why? You're wondering why in your mind and spirit. You just don't want any negative energy. You know what I mean? Nothing that will stifle your growth or your peace or your compassion for others, or your gratitude through your awakening. Pretty much collective. Then we're going to go with hi. How you guys doing? Good. Alright, so we're going to do 3 questions with a pendulum. Pendulum questions. Think about your pendulum questions. Okie dokie. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is like insecure, critical, like codependent, indifferent, you know, pessimistic, uninspired, doubt, greed. Yeah, not good intent at all. Not at all. Okay, so perfect timing. Perfect timing. You wonder when? Perfect timing. Conspicuous clock. You know, power. Power and patience. Of assertiveness. And then, you know, of feeling alone, neglected, or discouraged, or deserted, or maybe like you have nobody else, you know. You're a person that follows your heart. You know, your aura, I feel, is like a green. Your empowerment is your heart and the way that you protect your loved ones and have people's backs. And that's what I'm getting from this. You learn from your mistakes and others' mistakes. So that's different. Let's see what else. Yeah, you learn from others' mistakes. Yes, you are self-employed, committed to your job, resourceful, confident, and rewarding. You have a really good job. And you got it at the perfect timing. Like, you should consider yourself really lucky for what you have. Yeah, this violet, this purple, you've made wise decisions. Accurate, brilliant, organized, validated decisions. So it's all comes down to your decisions, not even your IQ, but the decisions that you make. Honestly, like, and of silver. Silver is like a goddess, psychic, is sacred, proud, like, of this person, the psychic that you're into. It's like, wow, okay. Yes. If meet mattfrazier.com, you can book his online Zoom things, and he can give you more of a perspective of your own personal ancestors that you're not listening to. Since you're not listening to your ancestors, meet mattfrazier.com. Hopefully he sponsors me, him and his wife Alexa. That would be wonderful, and I wish him and his family the best. I think he's on tour right now, so you can look him up at meetmattfrazier.com. Yes, creativity, intuition, balance, connection, spirit. Okay, also very creative and protected with silver. You believe in that. Silver's like protection. You know what I'm saying? Rose. Sleeping Beauty, right? Yeah, so this is like a neglect, a lethargic, just feeling lethargic, antiquated, malaise, you know. So you just need a rest. This was in the past. You definitely had angels looking over for you, saving your life. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see. Yeah, through communication, forgiveness, seeking freedom and healing. Compassion, self-care, simplification, and beauty. And that's true beauty, is inside and out. No worries, collective. Everything is going to come out in its perfect timing. Even though you might be feeling alone, in disbelief, being frustrated from unanswered questions, things are going to work out. You will find, the truth will always find you, doesn't it? Always finds me somehow. The truth will find you too. Yes, talking to an older person. Your desires are within reach. Just have a little faith, hope, patience, relief in this new excitement. And you're not ready yet, you know, and it's perfect timing. Right here, you're not ready yet. So it's like a stagnation, insecure, unsupported, unplanned, maybe stressed out. You know? Let's see what our Crow deck has to say. Release. You know, take a new direction and release just the past. You gotta let the past go. You can. There's nothing that you can do about it. It takes teamwork, you know, to make things happen. So just remember that. And that was a confirmation too. An anomaly. Yeah, it's an anomaly that you can get like 5 musicians in the same room and actually record a record, right? Just saying. Anyways, what else do you have to say for my collective here? Perspective. What was I saying? Perspective. Perspective, insight. Perspective and insight. I mean, must be saying more. It's all about your perspective and insight. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people get you down. 111 right now. Okay. Angel numbers 111. We're at 201:44:45 on the timer. So, perspective and insight. That is the message here, pretty much. You know, in perfect timing, not our timing, but perfect timing. And then, what is this territory thing? Commitment. Territory commitment. Yes. They want to be committed, and they want to know for sure that no matter what, if they take a risk on you, you're going to be committed to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they fear that you might leave them. So they prepare themselves for the worst and hope for the best. Really, that's no way to, like, really live, but communication is key. So if you want to keep this person around, this is communication. Communication is key. You've got to have communication, and all your wishes will be fulfilled. Then you'll become the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, all in one. Okay? Almost feeling like that's like, in that deck is like their daughter, of the Empress, you know? Yeah. Displacement, anticipation, and balance. So a little uncomfortability, anticipating a little uncomfortability, kind of brings a balance, because how would you learn to appreciate the good things if you didn't have something, a little something to worry about, you know, in self-interest, you know, in play. You know, it would just be like you would never appreciate what you had if you didn't go through some shit. So, yeah, communication through playing, maybe playing an instrument. Maybe that's what you do for a living, or that's what you like to do for your hobby. It's like you let the beads roll, the water beads roll right off your feathers, because people are mean. They can be very mean and tricky. And it's like, who wants to deal with that shit? Not I. Freedom. What do we have here? Freedom. Freedom. Soar like an eagle, not like a crow. Like an eagle. Rise above the crow that's trying to scavenge your food. Reach your freedom. Basically, your freedom is going to be maintained. So, congratulations, collective. Thank you for joining me. You guys are so awesome. I'll just do a couple little charms here before we go. Okay, someone likes maybe sherbet ice cream or has a white cat.
That was right after Jesus
That's,
told a big fat lie.
that sews threads. They love ice cream. You love ice cream. Look, yeah, you're a person of love and appreciation.
Oh,
Saturn of Capricorn. This is someone that grew up around cassette tapes. Someone that's very, like, dainty.
Alright.
This.
You're a great leprechaun.
You're a transformer. You're a good guy. You're not a bad guy. I feel like you're of the sun, you're a sun child, and you illuminate that. Even though you might not look so happy or be so happy all the time, you are a star. You are definitely a star. Kind of like an angry bird at times. You know what I mean? You're kind of like an angry bird at times. Wow. Let me see. Yeah, bless you. You have a lot of fans. Look, you have a lot of fans. You know, someone that wears their hair in pigtails. You like this turquoise color and daisies. Something about daisies and Christmas. I feel like your birthday's around Christmas. The day before or after. This says pain. So it's like, I think like bread is not good for you, maybe causes you pain in your tummy, and you don't use straws. That's getting around, and maybe you're sharing, and you love the fact of that movement of don't be a straw man, trending now, edible straws, or celebrities are using them. Be like the mermaid, you are the merman, you are, and let's save this place. Don't be too private, let's make a difference. Together we can make a difference. I feel like you like NASCAR, but you don't drive them, and you don't drink, and look, you don't even take buses, you take flights, and you like this size on a woman, okay? Or if you're a woman, you are that size. Let's see what else the divine has to say. Oh, you like taking camera pictures. You have some African American in you, if you're not tanner than I am, from America. The Little Mermaid, you love The Little Mermaid. Stars, and you have friends that are stars. Look, in love, and keep it weird, because the weirder the better, right? Being a dinosaur when it comes to computers. Look, be your mermaid or merman self. What did I say over here? Right? Creating a movement. This sun person. Bill Weathers, I'm feeling like. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Transformer, definitely. See, what did I say? Not a Decepticon, a Transformer. You're a good guy. So yeah, look, your name could start with M, or you could be on the east where like Missouri or Minnesota is. Something like that. Maryland. Maybe you want to land and get married. I don't know. But let's see what your ancestors have to say. Get more information if you believe in forgiveness. The situation will improve. So, improve your health. You've got to focus in your health collective. What's happening with fucking cards?
I don't know. He was coughing awful bad.
Anyways. Okay, so let go and let God. Yeah, let go and let God. Vengeance is the Lord's, it's not ours. I feel like you're also an intuitive. Get more information. Look, more information. Maybe you're misinformed because of all the slander talk. You know? And if you believe in opportunity, meditation brings answers. So all you have to do is meditate. And if you believe, it'll bring the answers that you seek. And you say it's not up to you, but it is. It's up to you. It is up to you. It's just a cover. By asking others for help. Asking others for help when you don't need it. And communicating it clearly. You know, happy changes, improved health, and happy, big, happy changes because you listen to your intuition. You know, there's something better, and that something better is you tomorrow, learning from your mistakes. So reconsider when you think that you are perfect. Choose a different direction and remain humble. Okay. Yeah. So listen to your intuition. And that is what the angels have to say to you right now. Dang it. No need to worry. Things are going to work out. Although you're worried. Of course you're worried. It's nothing, it's nothing to joke about. It's your good name. So remain positive, okay? No need to worry. Ask your angels and trust. Okay? So ask your angels and trust. Know what I'm saying? Well, it's kind of like a slow evening tonight. I might have to do a late night live. But I just wanted to get this one in before later because I'm really behind on all this stuff. On the lives. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining in, and remember, live, love, look your best, because when you look your best, you feel your best. When you feel your best, you do your best. And that's all we can do is our best, which people perceive as being the best, but what it is they're noticing is that we just do our best. So cheers to that, and that is message. Until later. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. Thank you for pushing the all button so you don't miss a post or a notification. See you later.